Hey, good evening, everybody. Happy Hump Day, whatever left of Wednesday. My name is Ross, and again, it's a great pleasure to have all of you on the FB world on board. Saying hello to all my friends, saying hello to all my friends of my guest who's appearing tonight. And I tell you, this man is such a life warrior. I have known him for, well, a few years, and we just hit it off. And I'm sure you're going to hit it off with him as well as we talk to Mr. Rajesh Mulani, founder and partner of that iconic football get-together place called The Cage. It is right here, all on Power Up with Ross, your sports and lifestyle show. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Once again, my name is Ross. For those of you who have just tuned in, welcome on board. This is my weekly show where we devote the time, well, for the next 1 hour or so, and let's talk about sports, events, lifestyle events that's happening all around Singapore. And I do feature one guest per week, and all my guests are part of the sports and lifestyle industry here in Singapore. Hello! Write on the comments if you are here, if you're my friend or my guest's friend, or if you're not friends at all, I think the next 1 hour will definitely be an opportunity for us to be friends. I just came back from the Singapore Sports Hub, more specifically the OCBC Aquatic Centre, for the live coverage. I'm doing a little bit of commentary for the Ajinomoto Amino Vital Singapore National Swimming Championships and also major games qualifiers. And what a turnout it was for the swimmers. Unfortunately, we didn't have any spectators due to the safety measures, but it was beamed live on Facebook. So if you are into swimming and if you want to catch some of our really, really talented, fast swimmers battling it out and trying their very, very best to win the races and also get themselves qualified to the major games, such as the Olympic Games, the SEA Games, or the FINA World Championships, all right? Head on down to the Facebook page, which is Singapore Swimming Association's Facebook page, and we're beaming it live. The finals are beamed live, and it happens today, from today till Sunday, until the 27th of June, and it airs, and it starts airing at 6 p.m. So we'll see you on virtual world on the Singapore Swimming Association's page. All right? Good. Okay, talking about that, for those of you who are new, haven't seen any comments yet. I'm just checking on my comments. Hey, if you are on Facebook and if you're watching this, come on. Tell me and tell us that you are here. Write it down, all right? On the comments segment, and then we'll have a little chit-chat. Okay? All right, cool. For those of you who are new here, if you're wondering what this show is all about, it's all about sports. It's all about the lifestyle events that's happening all around Singapore. Now, I know some of you are saying, oh, due to the pandemic, due to the restrictions, we don't have that many. Well, I'm sure things will be looking up. I'm definitely sure. I'm the kind of guy who always looks at the glass half full, not half empty. And I'm definitely sure with all the safety measures and with all the what the government is doing and the restrictions that follows it, it's all for the benefit of all of us. And I'm sure things are going to get better. And I'm sure the lifestyle events will be coming on. Yes, right now it is more towards online or virtual events, but that will never ever stop us from creating that atmosphere feeling that vibe of how we always do and how we always feel whenever we attend a live event, pre-COVID times. Okay? So those are the things that's going to be covered in this show. And of course, as usual, I'm going to have a guest. And tonight, I've got a very special friend of mine. His name is Rajesh Mulani, and he is the founder and partner of The Cage, a place where a lot of us have grown up with. It was opened in 2005, if I'm not mistaken. And over the years, it has become a central area or central place for footballers as young as maybe 2-3 years old who frequents there, teenagers as well as working adults frequenting there and having a ball of a time, literally, no pun intended, but having a ball of a time, just kicking around and having a good 5-a-side or maybe a 7-a-side matches. So we're going to talk about The Cage later on. It is set. I always remember the first one was situated in Kallang. They have another outlet. They have another facility, which we are going to talk about, but the original one is situated, and still is situated in Kallang. And I remember it being, made up of an old go-down. For those of you who do not know go-down, it's an old building, all right? Very, very interesting concept, and we're going to talk about it later on, okay? So that's going to happen later in about 10 minutes or so. And then also join me in my power-up moment where we set our minds to snuff out all the negativity that has happened maybe over the last week and recharge and power up ourselves to face head-on with the week ahead with all things positive. And talking about positive, I'm having a bit of a problem with my mask. The reason being because I'm a natural big mouth fella. When I speak, I open up my mouth big. That's the problem. And it gets me to be very difficult for me to put my mask in place. So we're going to feature in the Power Up moment with Ross special anecdotes, stories about being positive, and that will happen at the end of the night. All right. So we're going to kick things off right now. Let me check out my time. Okay. By me going through some events that is happening now, right? And I want to tell all of you about it. And maybe, just maybe, you might find it interesting and will make you sign up for it. Cool with that? All right. All right, let's see whether any comments. Nope, not yet. I don't know whether there are comments, but just that I can't see it. All right. Okay, cool. So this is the next segment, which I call events that you may fancy. All right, here we go. First event. Ta-da! We talk about DECATHLON. Many of you have been there. Huge expense of a place where you get to, equip yourselves with everything sports, all right? And they're very averagely priced and good quality products as well. They have embarked on an event which they call the DECATHLON Sports Fest 2021. All right? It starts from 24th July to the 8th of August. All right? Discover and participate in 10 different sports. And the beautiful part about this is it's a virtual plus live interaction or engagement activities that they are conducting. That is what we call a hybrid or a blended event. So it's a blend of some virtual and some live. So for those of you who would like to get to know a little bit more about this, go on over. 10 different sports that they are offering for the period of 24th of July to the 8th of August. It's just one day away from National Day, isn't it? We're getting into the National Day mood, man, right? So everything that I'm going to, well, all the events that I'm going to feature with you has got that National Day element to it. So we're going to start off with this, all right, the Decathlon Sports Fest 2021. 10 different sports, including a store-to-store walkathon, which I find it very interesting, and 6 landmark cycling challenge. I'll tell you a little bit more about that. It's very, very interesting. Now, let's find out a little bit more. So what are the 10 events or the 10 different kind of sports that you can take part in the Decathlon Sports Fest, all right? So from 24th July to the 8th of August, you get to participate and choose which one you want. It'd be, is it going to be the 6-kilometer virtual run, all right? Or is it going to be the high-intensity fitness workout, the yoga session, landmark virtual cycling, okay? Landmark wheel sports challenge, the SG56 football challenge, basketball challenge, badminton challenge, swimming challenge, or store-to-store walkathon. Interesting, isn't it? Now, let me tell you a little bit more about some of these sports. Let's talk about the run, all right? A 5.6 kilometer at one go anywhere from that period of time, 24th July to the 6th of August, all right? You need to track your run using your app, all right? And you can go in pairs because it is optional as well. If you would like to go, take part and run in pairs, you can do so, all right? And after completing the run, you scan the QR code, all right? And then complete the survey. And check this out, for additional prizes, you can deck out in full Decathlon apparel during your run and upload your photos, right? And upload your photos in the survey. Top 7 best dressed participant will win products, $25 Decathlon gift card. That's cool, isn't it? Right? Or you can take part in the walkathon. Let's see whether I have that image of a walkathon. Yeah, the store-to-store walkathon. You can complete any of these routes, all right? It can be a Decathlon Orchard to Decathlon Singapore Lab, which is about 10 kilometers. Or you can walk from Decathlon Singapore Lab to Decathlon Orchard, which is vice versa, all right? 10 kilometers as well. Decathlon Bedok to Decathlon Singapore Lab, which is 6.5 kilometers, or Decathlon Singapore Lab to Decathlon Bedok. So you take your pick, all right? And this happens from 7th August to the 8th of August, a 2-day event. And this, okay, I believe, all right, is done not virtually, but you participate live, which is on the spot, okay? Prizes to be given away, and wow, there's so many things happening. 10 different sports. We've got the basketball challenge as well, and even the badminton challenge. So log on to Decathlon's website, all right, to find out more details and the way you can sign up and take part in this. Saying hi to Granville and saying hi to Sharina. Sharina, thank you very much for covering me. I was a bit late coming in, because of my deck duties at the Singapore Sports Hub, but I'm here. So thank you very much, Sharina. Granville is saying, love all the salient points you featured. All right, thank you very, very much, Granville. Such a joker you are. Okay. Right, so that's happening for the Decathlon Sports Fest 2021. Next up, another event which I'm quite excited about as well is this. Like I mentioned, we are into the National Day mood, the red, the white, and that's the reason why I'm featuring this. It is a new event, right? And it's called the Majula SG56 Virtual Run. Why is it called Majula SG56? Because we are 56. Singapore is 56 years old. Yeah. And what does this entail? All right. Let me show you. Okay. We have the various categories. We have, wait, let me see. I can't see it. The 56 kilometer category or the 5.6 kilometer category. So both categories plays with the number 5 and 6. Okay. Now, registration fee do apply. And you know what? The reason why it is because you are going to receive some of these wonderful products. Get rewarded with the unique collectible 3-medal set, which defines our people amidst the current difficult situation. I love that. One of the medal is aptly titled Unity. Another medal is called Hope, and the other medal is Victory. All these 3 elements encompasses of what Singaporeans are during these challenging times. I love it. So register for the SG56 bundle, all right? Be it the 56-kilometer category or the 5.6-kilometer. Now, again, this is all virtual. You can, do it at your own time, own target. You can just walk, you can just run. It doesn't matter as long as you complete the distance and then register. But before that, you got to register, all right? You can register with the SG56 bundle and support fellow Singaporeans as well, because the money, all right, $6 out of your registration fee will be donated to the Courage Fund. Yeah. Do good while we do good to our body as well, which is exercising. I love it. I love it. Okay, write on the comments if you are here, or if you have been to you have registered for this, or maybe you're thinking of registering it. Write it down on the comments so that I know that you are in on this. All right. Now, another one. Let's not get confused with the previous event. Now, the previous event was called the Majula SG56 virtual run. But this time around, if you're like me, you prefer to walk, or you're like my wife who prefers to walk rather than run, get on this. This is the SG56 Nation Walk. For nation, with nation. All right? And the duration for this is going to be happening on the 1st to the 31st of August 2021. So I think registration is ongoing right now. You can register. But the timing, or the time in which you can submit your virtual run updates, all right, and your results will be in the month of August, from the 1st to the 31st of August. Okay, so what does this entail? SG56 Nation Walk, all right? This is a totally different event altogether. Qualifying period, like I mentioned, the whole month of August. Official launch will be 20th of June, which is just like 3 days ago, all right? Unfortunately, well, they are giving out 1,000 tickets complimentary for you to take part in this. Unfortunately, it has already been sold out. You know lah, huh? We Singaporeans, we love that 4-letter word, which is F-R-E-E. I love that 4-letter word as well. Free. Free is the word. So all of it is gone, all right? The 1,500 tickets, all right, for the $3 registration is selling out fast, if you can see it. And then we've got the $5.60 tickets, which is also available, all right? So get in on this. Go on and log on, search for SG56 Nation Walk, and definitely you'll find all the information there. Oh, I love that. Mementos, all right? Coin memento, SG56. This is one-of-a-kind coin memento, which you only get during this event. That's your race entitlement with every registration done. E-certificates, all right? And then we got if you want a celebratory T-shirt, all right? You add on, all right, and then 3 layers of reusable mask, which is a unique limited edition, very, very unique and customized to that event, is on sale as well. And you just add it on. Love that. All right. Okay, cool. Now, those are the events that is happening. So get in on it. Look for it, all right, on the internet. The World Wide Web is there. All the information are there. So at least you know that these things are happening. And also, the Singapore National Swimming Championships, title sponsors, Ajinomoto as well as Amino Vital. It is ongoing right now, and you can log on to the Singapore Swimming Association's Facebook page to watch it live every night from tonight, right, until Sunday, 27th of June, starting from 6 p.m. Okay, so there you go. Right. I think we are all set and ready for me to feature and bring on our guest tonight. Our guest tonight is one of the founders and partners of The Cage, right? A sports facility many of us have grown up with. Many of us over the years visited that place in one point or another. You go there with your friends, you go there with your family or your football kakis, all right, to have a kick around in a friendly game of football. Remember that? Comment on the page, all right, and tell me and tell my guest Rajesh if you have been to the cage and what's your fondest memory. Okay? No holds barred, just carry on and tell us. And then you just want to find out. We just want to find out. It's a unique place to play football, right? It's a makeshift go-down, which has been renovated and transformed into a football pitch. And at that time, I remember back in 2005 when it officially, when it started, I found it a little bit strange having, to play football in a go-down. But over the years, it has grown to become one of the more iconic places for people to gather and play good football. And it has evolved over the years to provide different sporting activities. We'll find out about that later on with Rajesh. All right? So just goes to show, man, with football, our passion for football holds no limit, right? We play wherever we can. It's just who we are. We love to play our football. Now, it turned out to be a hit for many here, and I remember, we used to kick around a tennis ball or even a plastic ball when I was in school. You remember that? At anywhere at all, the void deck or maybe the basketball court where we set up 2 poles and just kick around. That's how passionate Singaporeans are with football. So the man I'm going to be talking to is Rajesh Mulani, founder as well as partner of The Cage Singapore. And the man is here. And I'm so glad that he has agreed to join me tonight and with the rest of our FB friends out there to hear the story behind Cage and, to find out a little bit more from him. You guys ready? If you are, let's bring on my guest tonight, Rajesh Mulani. Ta-da! That's the man. That's the man behind The Cage. How are you, my brother?
I'm good, man. How you doing, man?
I'm good. When was the last time we met?
Golf, probably.
No. We met at Singapore Sports Hub. I remember I saw you tapawing don't know what at Toast.
Kopi.
Hey, thank you so much, man, Rajesh,
No, it's a
for
pleasure.
joining us. And to all our friends on Facebook who are watching us, this is the man, Rajesh Mulani. So go on ahead. He's the man behind The Cage. So if you have good memories, bad memories, not complaints, I don't want any complaints about The Cage. I just want good memories together with your football kakis. Remember, The Cage has always been a melting pot of people going through what they are passionate about.
Yeah, I would say
doing what they are passionate about. So, here's the man. So, write down your comments and see. Okay, Sharina says, hello Raj, man of the hour. When was the last time the two of you played football? The answer to that question is?
No, man.
Never.
It's never happened.
We play golf?
she's got a point. We probably have to make it happen.
No problem,
She's
man.
got a point.
I'm game for it.
In fact, we probably should call her also. Yeah.
And I tell you, Sharina is a good footballer.
Yeah.
She can play.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw her juggle a ball during one of the events way back 4 years ago. And I was like, whoa, you can play, because she juggles very well.
I think just the conversation I had with her already made me scared.
Anyway, Sharina Sharina stood for me because I was a little bit late and had a little conversation with Rajesh. Okay, Rajesh, we talk about the cage later, but I want to know how you are and the man, Rajesh Mulani. What have you been up to recently, in the past year, 2020, as well as the first part of 2021?
I can't imagine all of us, we have different lives, but we all are in the same boat right now, right? We're all managing, trying to stay positive, trying to figure out how to find our own new normal so that we can have our laughs, have our enjoyment. For me, it's been work, trying to pivot work, see what we can do at the cage. And then, with that, manage yourself as a family man. Somewhere in between, we find our equilibrium. So that's just probably what we do, right?
You know what? I think that sums it up for a lot of us.
Yes.
That sums it up for a lot of us, myself included.
Yeah.
This pandemic or this situation, we can always choose to look at it negatively, all right? But I choose to look at it positively. Always find the positives in everything, Do things which you have not accustomed to, start new stuffs. I started a new business all of a sudden.
Oh, good on you, man.
Yeah, man. I started a new business. And your partner, Sanjay, will definitely know about it. I told him about it, but we'll talk about Sanjay later on.
Yeah, we must make fun of him.
Hey, Sanjay, if you are watching, well, better watch out. You better not pout. Okay. Because we're going to make fun of you. Okay.
Yes.
How are you keeping fit and healthy throughout this pandemic?
Actually, I think that's one thing that's my major up this last one year or so. So a lot more exercise, running, jogging, playing a lot of tennis. Football is a little bit challenging because of the group size, so I'm playing a lot of tennis. And yeah, exercise has become your fun, right? You get out there, you do something interesting, exercise. So I'm proudly telling everybody that I managed to bring my 5-kilometer time down. It's probably still embarrassing, but I've brought it down. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm just focused on the progress. So getting faster. Yeah, it's all good, man.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's never the destination. Or what are you running? I mean, what are you exercising for? It's for your own benefit, right? It's never a destination. It's always the process. Just enjoy the process.
Yes.
That's what I always say.
I think so too. Yeah.
Hey, talking about the maximum number of people to play football, okay? Let's say, the five-a-side, it's a five-a-side pitch, right? How many maximum number of people are allowed to play now?
I mean, now we're limited by the group of 5. So really, because of that, our facilities, we're probably useful for the academies, right? So the academies can get the kids together and do training. As far as the game is concerned, I would say the magic number for us really is for us to hit 8. So December 28th, when we were in phase 3 and we were group size 8, that was fantastic for us. So we had a really good first 4 months of the year because people could could get their 4v4s at least. So that was really good. Again, I'm hopeful I can see us getting back there soon.
Yes.
Now, just stable. Take things slowly. While we're at it, we've designed a few things. We're going to chat about
we'll talk about that later
our fitness programs.
Yeah.
But as far as we're concerned now, the game, it's a five group game, which means it's technical training, right? So the academies and all that can at least start and get the kids training. Yeah.
So that's basically what's happening at the cage at this present moment.
Yes.
So, the next phase, sincerely hope that we can have more people. I mean, the true passion of football will never fade.
Never.
People are just waiting and waiting. My boys, I've got a 12-year-old boy who plays rugby with Tangling Rugby Club.
Yeah.
which is
Our
situated,
neighbor.
which is situated near a new. Well, we're going to talk about their new venture. I mean, well, not so new lah.
Not so new anymore.
Not so new anymore. They also have a facility, a sports facility at the Turf City. So, yeah, rugby. For the whole month, no rugby for my boy.
Yeah.
Because of the restrictions, and I can see it in him. I mean, he's gorging on junk food now.
Yeah, got to get him out, man.
I think he enjoys it. Okay, since you are in this business, the cage, football, all right? Kakis, every time talk about football. Who's your favorite football player, bro?
Oh, it's very stressed, man. But then, okay, if I were to pin a favorite, it would be Eric Cantona.
Whoa!
Yeah.
That was in the 90s, man.
Yes,
Yes? 90s.
but it's for what Cantona did was the spark for United. So for me, when he came, the flair, the audacity, the boldness, but it was not just showmanship, right? It was all of that and being the final piece of the jigsaw before United just kept going.
I love his sense of confidence.
Yeah, man.
And I always remember his collar up.
Yes, yes. How can you forget that, right? So
I think that was the first time I saw. I mean, at that time, the jerseys they had collars, right?
Yes.
For those of you young ones, young ones, back in 94 or 96, was it?
No, so the treble was 99, so he would have left
yeah.
before that. Oh, I can't remember when he came on.
I think it was mid 90s.
90s,
yeah?
yeah,
Mid 90s.
90s.
So back then, some of the jerseys they had collars, and then he was known to Eric Cantona, a French player. He's known for his collar up, which makes him look so confident and kind of like a peacock kind of effect, because it kind of like expanded his body and his stature. Yeah, I like him as well.
Yeah,
I
think don't try it unless you can pull it off.
Yeah, man, Rajesh, you gotta make sure of that.
Yeah.
All right, now, how about powering up? What do you do if you wanna in preparation to power up your week? Like today is Wednesday, right? I start my week not on Wednesdays, on Mondays.
Okay.
All right. So what goes through your mind, to go forth and seize the week ahead of you? What normally goes through your mind? How do you do it?
So I do like to put down a list of my little mini list of achievements.
Yeah.
So it sounds a bit techy, but I've got a work achievement, an exercise achievement, and a fun achievement. So there's got to be a tick in all three boxes, and then I try to schedule that tick in each box. So the week has got to happen at least one tick in each box, and then you are inspired.
Good. You have a goal.
You got to have a goal.
Not only goals, a goal, but goals. You have goals and you spread it out throughout the week,
yes,
right?
Yes. I think without that, it's hard to stay motivated. So and it cannot just be all work. It cannot all just be all boring stuff. It's got to be that fun bit I'm going to do this week, or it's got to be that exercise thing that I'm going to try this week, or so. I think in each category you've got to have a goal. Yeah. Set that out quickly, and I mean, it doesn't have to be a formalized thing, but if you think about it, at least.
Is there any instance whereby you set out maybe 3 goals, 4 goals for the week, and then you missed out one and you didn't do? Was there a situation like that?
Oh, for sure, for sure you will have that, right? But I think just the fact that you maybe missed one but you hit the other 2 will make you want to get back to it, right? Yeah. So
I always look at it. At least I did 2 instead of doing none. Out of 3.
Yeah.
Right.
I think we all need that, right? We all need our little mini challenges so that we can just at least tell ourselves, at least fist pump out to ourselves before we fall asleep. Yep, did that, So
let's check on the comments and see whether anybody is watching and putting on the comments here. Not yet, or maybe I can't see the comments. I don't know, but we'll just carry on. Okay, let's talk about the cage. Let me show everybody what the cage is all about. All right. Ta-da! That's a nice picture of the cage. This is the one in Kallang, right?
Yes, that's right.
Nice picture. When did it go for renovation? Recently?
I mean, we've kind of realized from the first day when we opened, renovation has to happen regularly. Yeah, otherwise things get messed up very, very quickly. I do want to say that, I'm not the only person behind the cage. We're a team. I have a couple of partners who I've come to bed with, and yeah, we're kind of proud of what we've achieved. But yeah, we started in 2005. Very quickly realized we are onto something, and one of the things we're very proud of is that we've kept refreshing ourselves, and just trying to refresh ourselves has allowed us to stay at least a little bit relevant. So
2005. Wow. How old was I, man? I think I was 35 years old.
Oh, I would have thought 15, man. But
25 years old. 2005. No. 2005 is 35 lah. Yeah, 35. And you started it all. I mean, together with some of your partners,
Sanjay,
right?
yeah.
With Sanjay.
Okay,
for those of you, maybe you can get the camera on me, please. Thank you. For those of you who are not sure about who Sanjay Danani is, all right? He's a very good friend of mine. In fact, I've known each other, me and Sanjay. I know Sanjay first. Because he was in my police, the police academy with me. We were all officers, police officers. So he was 1 year my senior, which means that you are 1 year older than me, Sanjay. Old fella, you. And then I really didn't know that, he got involved in the cage, And then there were a few times in 2008 or 2009, started to play at the cage, and I never knew it. So Sanjay, this is going out to you. If you are listening in, please write down on the comments to make sure and find out and make sure that you are tuning in with us. Your good friend, the fellow you arrow, Rajesh, is here.
Correct.
Instead of you.
He's the boss man.
Sanjay, the handsome man. He's always got that very suave, dashing look.
Silver.
Okay. So basically when you started the cage, 2005, what was the objectives that you set yourself up for this?
We've been asked that many a times, but we realized we were not so scientific with our objectives. We were passionate about football, played football every Sunday, but after leaving school, we kept getting chased out from places. So Sanjay and I decided that we should finally build a place where we don't get chased out anymore. So we built the cage for ourselves. We thought we had an inkling that there were probably a lot of people like ourselves who would appreciate having a place to play that was weatherproof, that had good turf so you don't get injured, that probably that you can play throughout the day. So not just and in the good time slots of 4 to 6 or 9 to 10 in the morning, where you can play throughout the day. So these were some few things that we thought, I think there are a lot of people like us, and so we said we would try. And really, after we opened the doors, the response has been fantastic.
So you started at the Kallang.
Yes.
How many pitch?
Actually, we only had one building first because it took us almost 3 years to convince the authorities that we could convert a warehouse into a recreational space.
That's the word I wanted to use, warehouse. Instead, I used go down. But actually quite similar, right?
Same.
I think that was, that area, the Kallang, it's along Kallang Basin, right?
Yeah.
It's supposed to, you used to store rice and...
So before rice, it supported the shipbuilding. So Jalan Benan Kapal, right?
Benan Kapal.
So before rice, it was linked to the ship repairs. Then it became warehousing for spices and rice. And then it was defunct for many years. Then when we spotted it, we started to make presentations to the authorities. They thought we were crazy. Why would you play football in a warehouse? After they realized that we were not going away and we were constantly going to pester them, I think somebody eventually relented and said, here, you can take one. With one building, we opened up 2 pitches. 6 months later, we said, we'll take a second building.
So who was more pestering them? You or Sanjay or whoever it is that's in your circle of friends?
I think it's a combination of using Sanjay and our circle of friends well. You know, so make sure Sanjay becomes the pest to the authorities and make sure all the friends who love what they are, who love the experience to write to the right people to say, wow, so good. Wow,
we
so
need
good.
this, yeah. We need this, man. Yeah. It's all about how you position it, right?
Yeah. So
no,
then,
but why? Yeah, okay. Taking away the elements, I think the main reason why you chose a warehouse is because it's sheltered.
Sheltered, yes,
yeah?
yes.
So weather doesn't have a part to play anymore. Whether it rain or whether it's scorching hot, you're well protected.
Yeah.
I think that's very cool.
We are 160 rain days a year, 160 or 180 lightning days a year. You put that all together, plus the heat between 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day. Yeah. How many hours a day you have left for football? Or for recreational players. So you add all of that together. We figured, we if we can get it indoors, it would be magic. And actually, it's not novel around the world. If you go around the world, taking football indoors is quite an expected thing because they have 4 months or 5 months of cold weather where you cannot play outdoor sports, right? But for us in Asia, we are either too hot or too wet, right? And too hot or too wet, we never really had come to the terms where Nama still can play a little bit, right? We thought, no, man, give people good playing hours and they will respond, and they have.
Okay. Great sharing, man. Great sharing. I mean, it's unique, right? Playing in a warehouse. That's the correct word. I use the word go down.
Yeah.
Not many people knows this, go down.
Yeah.
It's actually warehouse. Okay, let's. I show you some of the pictures that I have accumulated from the cage. All right. Demographics were absolutely brilliant. We've got kids playing there. Yeah. And then we've also got adults there, right? And I see a friend of mine whom I know, Munish, is in one of the pictures.
Yeah.
Munish is a live wire.
Yeah.
I see him party. I also very, very tired, no?
Party, he plays football like he parties also.
Oh my God. Munish, if you're tuning in, I want to hear from you, man. Long time no see, Munish. If you want somebody to party with, Munish is. But I think unfortunately now cannot lah. All the pubs and all that are all closed lah.
Can you imagine Munish when he's released?
Oh, I cannot imagine, man. And then we have
the birthday parties.
Birthday parties, yeah. So you open up the cage, and I think this is good for teenagers as well as young boys.
Birthday parties has been a big thing for us. The first birthday party we ran was my son's 4-year-old birthday. No marketing, just invite a lot of friends. And then we ran it ourselves. All his friends thought they had such a great time. Everybody said, ISO 1.
Yeah.
I must tell you this story. I had this one lady who once called me and said, my son wants to organize his birthday party at your place. We said, yeah, sure. Can you speak to him and discourage him? So I'm saying, ma'am, I run the business. Why would you want me to do that? Then she said, wait, before you talk so much, I got 4 boys. For the last 4 years, every boy's birthday party has been at your place. I have done 15 birthday parties at your place. Now you owe me. You talk to my boy and tell him don't do that because I'm sick of coming to your place. So I said, sister, I do you a favor lah. But the party is free. You don't come. I will manage all the kids myself, right? You go and enjoy yourself, right? And then you just come and pick them up. She said, okay lah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the mark of a true entrepreneur, a true businessman, a true daddy. Not only does he run the cage, he not only does he take care of the facilities, he runs parties, he does the marketing, and he also babysits during your child's birthday. So those of you who want to hold a birthday party at the cage, go and approach him. Rajesh, we'll not say definitely lah.
No. For babysitting now, you look for Sanjay.
Sanjay Khanna again. Let's see some of the pictures. Okay, some of the corporate events that you guys are doing at the cage. So the cage is not only a place for football kakis to come around and get together and play a good game of football, but it's also meant as a venue for corporate companies to come together and hold some activities.
So we found that in the last few years. That's what I meant when we try to stay relevant. So after a couple of years, we realized we have an interesting space, and in that interesting space, you can do other things. So we tied up relationships with corporate event companies and made ourselves available to them. And up to pre-COVID, we were doing really well. So corporates will come, they will do sports activities, team bonding activities. So bubble football, archery, saber, pool ball, telematch type of games. You can do a whole host of activity-based team bonding activities, which you can see, like, you know, people go back smiley faces. You know, it's not a sedate around a table, everybody makan. It's you know, and when people are moving, they are more social, they're more active. You know, all the barriers get broken, and you start to become more kaki lang, right? So that clearly that's been a good formula. So we can't wait to get that going again.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what we have here. Yeah. So take a look at the slide. These are some of the activities.
Saber.
Yeah. So it just goes to show, you know, you're only limited by your imagination.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
You can come up with so many, because the venue is there, the facilities are there, the space is there.
Yeah.
You know, food-wise, you cater.
Cater. Yeah. If there's something that, you know, we are probably useless at, is contributing to your makan. So we try to stay away from stuff that we don't know what to do. You know? So there are other guys who do a better job than us.
But you do work with a specific...
Yeah, we can arrange that for you. Yeah.
Okay, anyway, let's talk about the cage at Turf City.
Yeah.
All right. So for those of you who not so sure where it's located, it's at the old Turf Club in Bukit Timah. All right. That's where the grandstand Turf City is. All right. And then the cage has moved. Well, not moved. Sorry, has expanded from Kallang. Right. And now they have another sports facility called the cage at Turf City. Right. And it's a much bigger.
Yeah.
Much bigger place, right? And then I'm gonna give you a glimpse of that place. Ooh, this is it, right?
Yeah.
I think this is part of it.
Part of it. Yeah. The Turf City space is it's called the Cage Sports Park, and it's over 100,000 square meters, so that's 1 million square feet.
Wow.
We have 4 11-a-side fields, 3 5-a-side fields. Yep. We've got 16 tennis courts, 2 paintball grounds, 2 basketball courts that are sheltered, and 2 indoor cricket courts that are sheltered. Cricket nets, there are 5 of them now.
Right.
There is, should come. There's now a golf venue as well, chipping, putting, and a golf simulator.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so I'll hook you up. We'll do an event there. So yeah,
we run this.
Yes, that's cricket, the cricket nets and outdoor cricket.
I think this is just next to the Tanglin Rugby Club,
that's
right?
Right,
yeah?
that's right.
Just next to the Tanglin Rugby Club. I see a lot of people. And I was telling my boy, hey, his name is Ryan. Ryan, if you don't work out with rugby, I think you better, it's good that you take up cricket. And he doesn't even know what cricket is. What's cricket?
They don't know. But let young Ryan do what he enjoys.
No, he enjoys rugby.
Good.
Okay. Range of sports at the Cage Sports Park at Turf City. It's huge, right?
Yeah, so quite a few. Paintball, archery, tennis, basketball, cricket, football, and then now we have that golf, the golf area. So this would be the sports we can offer. So, yeah.
Everything under one roof. Almost everything. You're just like Decathlon, everything.
I like it, man. The comparison Decathlon. I think we are a little bit smaller than Decathlon, but okay, like can also.
Okay, time's running out. I mean, this is what happens when good buddies get together after a long time. Thanks to COVID, and then we get to talk. Okay, anyway. Oh, Sanjay Danani is watching. Hey, Sanjay, we were just talking about you, gossiping about you. So go back. Okay, if you miss that part out, you can always revisit and then watch the recorded version, and then we'll tell you what.
We'll also send you the uncensored version.
Anyway, let's talk about the thing that you are embarking on, which I find it cool due to the restrictions of the number of players right now, especially now. And then you were talking to me about the first 4 months of this year. Things were picking up. We went back to 8 people, and then the footballers, the kakis all coming back and everybody is having fun. Unfortunately, 2 months ago, something happened, okay? And then we went back into kind of like a very restricted number of people to go out. And you embark on something, which makes full use of the number of people that's allowed to play, all right? And this is something you should call the football gym.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to show you something about the football gym. I love this. It is combining, I see it as combining the passion of football, right? And the rigors of going through football training and making it work for you in terms of your health and fitness. Tell us a little bit more about football gym.
We're really very excited about this. First and foremost, we're really grateful with the support we're getting from Sports SG on this. We applied under the blended initiatives thing, and we got a bit of funding, and that has really helped us. Football gym basically is you go through the rigors of football drills. So it's a high intensity hit based sort of circuit training, everything around football. Just think boxing, right? Boxing has done a really good job of migrating itself from being a sport to being a great exercise. So you see boxing corners in gyms, you see boxing gyms,
like Muay Thai.
Like Muay Thai. So,
Muay Thai fitness, yeah.
So gyms like 9 Rounds and all that were our inspiration. We said, boxing can do this. Why can't football, which has such a bigger following, do the same? So we've experimented, we've done a couple of trials, and the response has been amazing. Because you imagine, you're playing the game, you're pushing very hard, you're doing all the football drills, you're doing all the conditioning work and all that, so that you know that the next time you play football, you're probably going to be better at it. And then we've invested in a bit of technology. Everybody wears a heart rate monitor, so you've got your data, your workout summaries and all of that, so you know how to manage yourself and see progress, because that's how we get excited, right? We're seeing progress. We've got some really fantastic trainers. So we're just a couple of weeks away from launching this, but we are really excited.
Oh, you mean it hasn't been launched
No,
yet?
so we've just been doing trials. Website's just about to get launched probably in about 10 days' time. Right. But the trials itself, the response has been so overwhelming that I have started to open up classes already and all that. So, but it has been, if anybody is interested, they are welcome to reach out to us. We'll get you a trial. We'll throw you into classes and go. It is the most fun you can ever have working out. Right. It kicks being on a treadmill's butt big time.
I know. And there's a reason for you to do it as well as you go through the rigors of the training, because at the end of the day, after the few sessions, you become a better footballer.
Yeah, right? You get overall fitness. So you get strength work, you get high intensity cardio work, you get resistance training. We put you through a lot of core technical work, agility. You got everything. And
I think this might interest. This definitely will interest people who are not footballers by nature as well.
Yes. So that's a damn good point, because you don't have to be technically skilled, right? If you find the game interesting, it doesn't matter the level. If you're an S-League player or a semi-pro player, or you're a guy who plays recreational kickerbouts and all that, you can do the circuit to your levels.
Right.
You will still be pushed very hard, you will still enjoy yourself, and it's still game-based fitness. Yeah. So it's really, really very, very exciting.
Okay. All right. So still, we're running out of time.
Sorry.
So we'll go to the slides. I want to show you guys this new this new venture, or this new initiative of combining gym training together with football. And that's the reason why we call it the football gym. All right. Okay. So there you go. Okay. So next, I've got a nice little video.
Okay.
All right. We have got a nice little video that shows you the kinds of things that you can look forward to in the football gym. I think this is one of the, I always look at it this way. During the pandemic, you can't play football now, right? It's very, very difficult unless you want to play 2 versus 2 or 2 versus 3. But it's very, very difficult for you to keep fit and hone your footballing skills for those of you who play football. So I think I will look at it this way. Use this time, all right, where the number of people are restricted, to harness and sharpen your fitness level. And this applies to footballers and non-footballers alike.
Agreed.
Kids are welcome to play, welcome to join.
Any age group.
Any age group.
Any age group.
And ladies as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We've got some ladies who are already doing this, so it's fantastic.
Okay, so we're gonna go into a video and let's see what the football gym is all about. Let's have a look.
Good. Always good. We already spent 3 minutes 45 seconds. Yes, control ball, yeah. When you're fighting against the resistance at the same time, work on your sergeant. Yeah, I know you're gonna pass me, but let's go. Go. One. Go. Always down.
There you go. I see also I shake, man.
But a lot of fun.
Yeah, of course.
When you work out like that, right, you don't think about how tired you are. You actually think about the game.
Precisely.
You know, and that's why you push.
There's a reason for you to do it, and then you get your heart rate up. That's the most important thing. And then with a qualified trainer on board,
Yes.
you make sure that you are doing it safely.
Yes.
And then you were telling me about that what's it called?
My zone.
My zone, yes. Talking about my zone, my gym has got that as well. It keeps track of your cadence, and more importantly, it keeps track of your heart rate.
Yeah.
All right, whether you are in that zone or not, at which zone, zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. What's more important for people like me who's got a bit of a heart condition, I always have to monitor my heart rate. All right, don't go overboard.
Yes.
All right, so and with the use of that technology, I think it is absolutely brilliant, man. Very, very, very safe environment. And your trainer, tell us a little bit about your trainer.
So Sufyan has been with us for a while. His last gig is with Tampines Rovers. He was head of their youth team. He's got all the qualifications, both in the personal training side. Now he's doing his pro license also on football. And he's been running, these kind of PT classes for a while. He's a madman. He pushes you really hard, but for some reason, people want to be pushed by him. So he's got all his badges, but on both the personal training side as well as the football side. And he comes really qualified.
Right.
He's a joy to work under.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, time flies when you're having fun, huh?
Yeah,
That's
man.
what they say.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, again, I'm supposed to do my segment of Power Up with Ross, power affirmations, but unfortunately, I don't think I have time for that.
Sorry.
Because we were so engrossed in talking about your football gym, the cage, and everything else.
Sorry.
But you know what?
Yeah.
No love's lost.
Yeah.
I really, really enjoyed what we had today. Thank you so much, Rajesh, for...
Pleasure was mine, man.
Oh yeah, if only I can, we can extend this show longer, definitely.
We'll have more things to say about Sanjay.
Sanjay. Anyway, so you've been watching and listening to Rajesh Mulani, one of the founders, as well as partner of the Cage, and also the Cage Sports Park.
Yeah.
Right, at Turf City. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank him. Thank you very much. Hey.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
So when things are better, when we open up, all right, and more people are able to play, let's have yourself, Sanjay, and some of my kakis. We have a nice little five-a-side. Sharina.
Yeah, Sharina.
must give me a handicap because Sharina can, even though she's a lady, but she can really play football very well.
We'll manage ourselves.
So what's up? What's next for you for this whole week? What have you got planned?
Hopefully a bit of time with the family, actually. Daughter's doing an internship, but she's got some time, so hopefully we'll be time with her.
Yeah, lah.
Son's in army, so he comes out every 2 days, so, and then a bit of work. Like I said, just get the tick boxes going.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a workout tomorrow at the football gym, so pray for me that I survive that.
Again, football gym launching on...
next week. Actually, we're ahead of the game, so official launch is Monday.
All right. So log on and look out for the Cage website and then find out a little bit more about the football gym, and that's where you get all the information. All right? Thank you very much,
Thanks,
Rajesh.
Ross. Thanks, man.
Thank you. We'll see you later. Thank
Cheers,
you.
guys.
Right. So, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining me. Again, I overran time, but unfortunately, can't do the other part, but I'll try to do it next week. All right? So, that's all for today. So that's all for tonight. We'll see you again next week. Same time, same place, which is at the Geylang Serai CC Virtual Club, the one that you are watching it right now. And we'll talk more about everything sports and everything lifestyle events that's happening all around Singapore. Once again, my name is Ross. Thank you so much for being part of today's show. We'll see you again next week.